Hi Earthy people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard, Witch of Earth's Scariest Goods, and today I'm going to show you a fertility spell. This spell is designed for anyone that wants to get pregnant or are having difficulties getting pregnant. So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so we're going to need a few items, of course, and so we're going to need a glass full of water. If it's moon water, that works well. Do not use sun water for this one, but moon water, okay? That's the only sub. If you don't have moon water, that's perfectly fine. Make the magic your own, okay? It's regular tap water, which is what I have in here. We're gonna need a white candle. You're gonna need an egg. Some seeds, some common seeds. Any seeds will do. Lettuce seeds, flower seeds. Just get your hands on some seeds, okay? And a marker, a permanent marker. Some perfume oil or perfume of your choice, something that makes you feel beautiful and sexy and alive, or your regular fragrance that you're using. If you can't use fragrance, that's perfectly fine. Just leave it out, okay? Then you're gonna need a lighter. Oh, and I forgot, if you can't use fragrance, you can also use essential oils. Essential oils is also a good thing. So like lavender essential oil, spearmint essential oil, if you're using those, you can substitute that for the perfume or fragrance if you can't, wear it. Some people have some skin sensitivities, which I understand. Some people can't even wear fragrance at all, which is perfectly fine, okay? So just, like I said, make the magic your own. Okay, now when it comes to the piece of paper, it has to be white, not brown, not yellow, not green. It needs to be white, okay? Another thing, if you notice with today's video, I'm wearing a white shirt. So also when you're dressed for this spell, you need to be in white, okay? It doesn't have to be completely white, but at least where your stomach is, where your womb is, that needs to be covered in white. So a white shirt, if you could just run to the store and just any cheap old shirt would work, long as it's white. And if it's a dress, that's fine too. Just make sure that the womb area is white, okay? So now what we're going to do is you're going to take your piece of paper, and actually I'm going to bring you guys in close so that you can kind of see my hands, because it's super important that when you're doing this, you do it exactly like this, okay? So give me 1 second while I bring you guys in. All right, so here's our piece of paper. I brought you guys in close so you can kind of see what I'm about to do a little bit better. The first thing you're gonna do is write your first and last name. So I apologize if it's probably upside down on the camera. And you're gonna do that 3 times, okay? In the middle of the paper. Ba, ba, ba. Boop. So it should look something like that. Okay, you're going to turn it clockwise, and then over it, I am pregnant. Obviously, I cannot get pregnant, so I'm not worried about this, but you're also going to write that 3 times over your name. Okay, so it should look like this at the end. All right. Now, if you notice, we have 4 corners here, okay? In all 4 of those corners, we are going to draw a spiral. And it's super important that we draw that spiral because the spiral represents fertility. It also represents birthing and growth. So, and if you notice, I'm gonna start here. And when I do the spiral, I am going to go from left to right. So it's going outwards, okay? And it's okay if you're not an artist. It's okay, long as it's a spiral, okay? Growing, okay? I'm gonna do it in the other corner now. Starting from the top, going left to right. It's okay if all the spirals don't look exactly alike, long as it's a spiral, okay? Again, I'm going to do that. And again, I'm going to do that. Perfect. All right, so it should look like something like this. All right, so just make sure when you're doing that spiral, it's going from the in, going out, growth, fertility, okay? We're going to go from the bottom upwards, so the spiral should start going up. Okay, let me bring it up closer so you guys can see. So when you're starting, it goes here. Oh, well, a little bit more, there we go. Here, so when you're starting, you're gonna go here and up. Going, there we go. See how it's going in, okay? Because it represents growth, fertility, that's what we want, okay? We're gonna fold it in towards us. Clockwise, fold it in towards us. And fold it in towards us. If you notice, I did that 3 times, okay? We're gonna set that to the side. We're gonna grab our egg now. And on this egg, you're gonna write your first and last name. Now, for me, I definitely don't want, something weird happening to me, so I'm definitely gonna just, do a different name on here, so that way I'm really not doing the spell. So I'm just gonna write Jane Doe on here. I was just thinking about that. I hope there's no one in the world named Jane Doe, because I can imagine how many witches have, used Jane Doe, and it's like, can you imagine just walking and suddenly it's like, oh, I'm pregnant, oh no, you just have the worst of luck. All these spells are going towards you. It's a rule of thumb. So do not name your child Jane Doe. Okay, so you have Jane Doe, all right, and then you're gonna turn it opposite. And you're going to do a spiral on the other side, just like I taught you, okay? So starting from down, upwards, and going outwards. Of course, with this is representing fertility, rebirth. We want it to happen to me, or not me, Jane Doe, or for you for that matter. And we're connecting it. We're doing what's a tethering spell. So this is going to connect with our petition that we just created. So these two are now connected, okay? So we're going to set these items now to the side. Ooh, runaway egg, runaway egg. Okay, and I'm gonna bring you guys out so you can see me fully. So now we have our egg, we have our petition, we have them tethered so they're connected. Now it's time for our water and our white candle. Make sure to keep the seeds handy. All right. Now this is where if you are going to use perfume or fragrance or essential oil, you're going to go ahead and put that on. So I'm not doing the spell, so I'm just going to put that on. You're going to put it on the wrist points, okay? Right here, okay? Rub them together if you want to, tap them, whatever you want to do, but just make sure that these parts are anointed with your fragrance. Something that smells good so you can smell that that fragrance. If you're not doing that, then obviously you're going to skip that part, okay? Now, here's the part, because I'm not doing the spell, it's super important. When you have your water, listen to me good. You're going to need to put a few strands of your pubic hair into the water, okay? That way the water gets infused with your essence. In science, we know that hair holds DNA. It holds a lot of language of the body. The pubic hair is the genital area, of course. We want it to be fertile in the area, the womb. We want it to grow life into us. So we want to go ahead and put it into water. Water represents life, flowing. It gives nourishment, okay? Fertility. So you're gonna put your pubic hair into the glass. Now, if you're like, ew, I can't do that, then this spell is definitely not for you, okay? But you need to do that. So just put your pubic hair into the water. Doesn't need to be swished around or anything, just make sure it's touching the water so it infuses the water, okay? If you want to do it prior to doing all of this, that's perfectly fine, but just make sure that you do have pubic hair in the water, okay? You're going to light your candle. Okay. As you light the candle, see yourself happy, see what it looks like to be a mom, see yourself pregnant, see yourself having all these chances to have a baby and it's not happening, and now it finally happened. What does it look like? You know, is your baby a boy, a girl, or it doesn't really matter. Are they running? Do they have long hair? Do they have short hair? Try to imagine what that baby would look like, how that life is growing inside of you. Just, you're so joyful, so thankful. See that in the flame, okay? Once you've gotten that, once you've told yourself that, if you have to say it out loud, that's fine. If you can visualize it, even better, okay? You're going to say this chant 3 times. My womb is fertile, I now conceive. Blessed Mother, hear my plea. My womb is fertile, I now conceive. Blessed Mother, hear my plea. My womb is fertile, I now conceive. Blessed Mother, hear my plea. Okay, now with that chant, as you can tell, it is asking the Blessed Mother to bless your womb, to create this miracle. The Mother Earth is now infusing you, infusing your womb, letting it be fertile, okay? Now, super important, the final part of this spell, which must be done. There's no way around it, unfortunately. That's just how the magic works. It uses all 4 elements. It's using the divine, and now we need to put it all together. So in a pot filled with dirt, in the garden, outside somewhere that you can return to, because, and I'll tell you why. Now for me, I prefer a pot filled with soil. I recommend doing that because you can keep an eye on it, and here's the reason why. You're going to take your paper, you're going to dig a hole in the dirt, place the paper, then the egg, okay? The egg likes to roll around, so I'm just going to pretend that it's in the pot, okay? You're going to cover it with dirt. Take your seeds, sprinkle over that area that you covered with dirt, and cover it again with a little bit of dirt, okay? You're going to take the water with your pubic hair in it, and you're going to nourish the pot now with it. You're going to nourish that area with water, okay? With the water that you put your pubic hair in, okay? So just let it nourish, let it give life, let it now connect with your womb, and now it's going to give life. You're going to be pregnant. You are now nice and fertile, okay? The fertility spell is now making all of this happen for you. As far as the candle goes, you just let it burn completely down, okay? Don't worry about that. You can just discard the remnants of it. The candle was just to help you focus and to bring in the element of fire into the spell. Water, of course, the element of water. We have the dirt, which is the element of earth. The egg is also the earth. The seeds are also the earth. And then, of course, air, which is surrounding us, which is giving life to all of this. Your words are also air. So all of those are the building blocks of life, because we want your womb to go ahead and be fertile and to give life, to connect with that, okay? You're going to take care of these seeds. You're going to water them every day. You don't have to keep doing the pubic hair water. That was just that one-time thing. It's so weird just saying pubic hair water. It's the water with pubic hair in it. But you're just going to use regular water and water the pot. Just make sure to take care of it. Let it sprout. As it's sprouting, just see how your womb is now going to be fertile, how it's going to, you know, give life, okay? Now, the key to this spell, to keep it going, and even if you like, if you need a candle, if you need to relight a candle to do this, you're going to repeat that chant every time that you're watering, every time that you feel like you need to hear those words again, okay? So as many times, if you want to do it every day, some of my clients will do it every day. That's a plus. Some witches recommend that you do that the spell every day to keep it going. I say you do it whenever you can do it and whenever you feel like you need to do it. Let your intuition guide you, because everyone's womb is different. Every person is different. Every walk of life is different, okay? But just know, just believe, have faith that your womb is now fertile. The fertility spell has worked, okay? Which it will work, okay? Oh, and if you're ever wondering why I said the perfume or the essential oil, it's to make you feel beautiful. Of course, you do need to consummate this, you know. So if you're having intimacy with your loved one, even if it's not intimacy, just know that if you are somebody that has to have science help out with you, just still wear your fragrance, your perfume, still do this spell, because this gives you better chances. This helps you out. It gives you that little oomph to what you're already doing. This is to support you, okay? So if you're having difficulties getting pregnant, this is a plus. And if you just want to get pregnant, this is a plus. So try the spell. As always, don't forget to comment down below and let me know how it went. If you're new around here, I'm Gerard, and of course I post every Wednesday and Saturday, so don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe, of course. As I'm making these new videos, you'll get notified. Till next time, stay earthy, stay magical. Bye for now.